Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. Whenever you decide to pick up this video, or if you're joining us live, welcome and welcome back. It's been so long. I know most of you have not been watching these videos that I've been putting up, so I'm gonna assume that you guys prefer the lives. Now, will I assume it to the point where I'm like, all right, guaranteed, without any interruptions? It really be the connections that piss me off. I'd be like, it was perfect. And it cut like 30 minutes through and I didn't even know. Like, it'd be a lot of things. But hey, moving forward, I'm gonna need y'all to hit that poll. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Because if I don't hear anything back from y'all, I do random things like this. Like, I wasn't planning on going live tonight. I was just gonna upload some of me designing. Actually, it was going to be a motivational video tonight. Tonight it was going to be a motivational video, but it turned into me designing the poster for that Demon Slayer movie. As if I were in it, but like a playful poster. Something to get me hyped. And you for this movie that's coming out, or at least coming out to the US and probably a couple of other countries this September. Because I think it's, as of July, it should have already dropped in Japan. And then I think it's going to make its way to the West, which is the East. That's the West, that's the East. just messing with you. This September. So and I had a chance to go see it. But I didn't take up the opportunity because I couldn't. So to still get me as hype as I want to be for this movie release, where many things have been spoiled, Demon Slayer has not. So I'm all caught up. I'm excited. I'm hype. I want to go ahead and design what I want the poster to be like as far as who my top 4 Hashira are. I already dropped that video, so you already know the 4. And then what we're doing, because I think the poster reference that I used before was a poster that I did for my best friend. It was him and I think 3 or 4 of his favorite characters, just anime overall. And that was years ago, but it was done on this channel. So today I wanted to just hop into that. All right. These intros be too long because don't nobody care. Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna be moving like don't nobody care because that's the energy that I get from a lot of people. Don't nobody care. So if you don't care, I still care, and I'm gonna keep it pushing. You just gonna have to catch up. See, let's do this. Oh yeah, we're at the new studio table. I don't want to dip it too low. You'll see my legs, but there we go. For copyright, and put the links in yet. We listening to Soul King. But y'all will be watching from my right side. This thing gone. Squeeze my phone to death. I'm gonna drop it. All right now. It's pretty good. You are in a ring light that won't be showing any any light. Let me do that for you. In this particular studio, it's gonna be a little laggy and it's gonna be a little dark. So we're gonna go until my phone dies or until it gets too dark for y'all to see. No, that's real crazy. But oh, you know what? That didn't do a thing, but it's okay. The first idea that I had was you know, like a regular poster design where it was like up like this and we were stacked, boom, boom, boom. But then I thought that's the exact same type of pose and stuff that I did for the other one, where King Fear Bradley was on bass guitar, you had Selma on drums, and then I forgot who else was in that photo, but I don't know. It exists. He got a canvas print of it, so. But for this one, I want to think about how I'm a foodie. Most anime characters are a foodie, unless they're like in the midst of training. So let me see. Who do I want to start with? Where are we gonna be? Let's do the blackest thing that I can possibly think of. Oh, snap. All right, we're about to make it black and Asian. This is about to be something that I want to see on the streets of Baltimore. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I do want to see this. I do want to see this. You know, it's funny. I have a ruler right next to me, and I was like, forget it. Let's just, you know, let's design it like this. Let's, here we go. It should be like that. And can y'all see these? Oh yeah, perfect, perfect. You can see this better than you can see some of the older sketches on the lives. I told y'all, we gonna be doing better. Y'all just gotta stick with me and enjoy the vibe. Like, that's it. You just gotta show up when I show up, because, you know, I took a step back because I needed to. And I'm never gonna feel bad about taking a moment to myself, because I got a lot done, actually. I got a lot done, and I'm still doing so much stuff, which is why I'm like, dang, I fully dived into YouTube, and it felt like I got more busy than I ever have been. But it's fine, because we can still do lives. I just might have to move the day. First off, speaking of lives, we need the vibes. Cut them commercials out. I mean, I still want this person to get their pay, but for the sake of this live, the pay gonna come from me finishing the video. It's got to. But yeah, I just think you should always take the time that you need before you need it. I got to the point where I was like, I'm taking it now, because that's just how the timing kind of caught up to me. I was like, dang, I knew I should have took that break, and then I didn't, so I had to take one. So I took a step back. Stuff isn't important. It's not like it's not like gonna dox me or anything, but it feels like a distraction when I looked into the camera like, oh, there. All right, here we go. Let's do the thing that we know. Ooh, I gotta see what side this is gonna be. That's a dough. That's a shutter. Oh no. Do I wanna make it a shutter? No. I feel like I'm going for one of those newer style poster designs where it's like bigger shapes in the forefront and then all the intricate details in the back. And I'm like, oh, do I have time to do this? Why do I always want to challenge myself on a live? That's never a good idea. It's always a good idea. But will it ever like not look unfinished if it's just a challenge? And I'm like, oh, probably not, but it is what it is. what it is, what it ain't. Let's see. Because if I show the other door, we might as well make it bigger and make that the main scene. So I'm literally mapping this out while I'm talking to you guys. So one, if the music's too loud in the back, let me know. I know it's a little airy. I also know the window's cracked because if I don't, it will heat up something fierce in here. So let's go. I want to take that back because we know where it's at. That. It's a little shop, but let's make it a top. Hey, you don't gotta show the whole top. Hey, but I gotta stop. Hey, because I got no words for this on a freestyle. I'm a bird. What? Yeah. No, I wanted to laugh and I wanted to chill and I wanted to enjoy a moment of creativity. And I think that's why I even started doing YouTube. If I remember correctly, it was, what the? Get your thin, skinny lead self back in the pencil and you get back on the pencil. Ugh. This little mushroom hat like Toad. I'm convinced it's a hat and his head is shaped like a Lego. I really do feel like it is. Hold on a sec. Let me see. Because this is gonna... that angle makes no sense. We're gonna come back to that though. We're gonna come back to that. Maybe it bulks out a little bit like that. That seems more accurate. Hey. Alright, so we'll come back to that. So if this is the shutter, I know. That's why I normally like mapping things out and like doing them on my lonesome. So that way I make sure that, first off, I hope I don't crash anything because everything is overworking right now and all on the same Wi-Fi too. Whee! Everybody just enjoy. I just remembered I can't see chat at all. So whatever y'all say is whatever you say. Hello and welcome. Thank you for being here. And yeah, there we go. And I am mapping this out, this design that I want as is, like right, not as is, but right in real time. I'm like, dang, how do I want this to be? Because if I do this, I can add a random ass counter here. Like a random, but it's more like a food stall. Ooh, but I can still have a, hold on a sec. We don't have to have the counter go all the way past. Boop, boop, boop. But we can hit one of these to where it's the edge of a countertop. There we go. Bigger shapes in the front, smaller shapes in the back. Make it like you're looking for Waldo. That's all I got. I need more of a smaller eraser though, for when I do get down to those smaller shapes, because even that shouldn't have took like four different spots. All right, and we could always do a sign there, but what I'll do is a nice little for sale sign. Matter of fact, I can be as ugly as I want with this. Why am I being so prissy with my art? Like, relax. There's gonna be a sign here. Something like that. Something like that. I'm pretending like I don't have erasers and this is in ink or something. I'm like, oh, I have to be careful. No, I don't. As long as I can map this out, and then I have more sheets of paper to refine it. So it's like, don't be so afraid to create. Don't be afraid to fail and make something ugly in front of a bunch of people that don't even know your first name. Or you don't know their first name. Like, what? That's weird energy right there. That's weird ass energy. So, there that is. Yep, that's how that would look. Something more like that. And then what I also got to remember is a lot of my art ends up digital. Now, granted, I would love to have a sweet sketch, like a sweet sketch of this poster design. But if this is just the plan, and then I'm going to flip and go on to the next one, I don't have to be all sweet and, oh, I got to kitten gloves it. Like, no. All right, this is a stall. We might put some shutters on that. There's definitely got to be a hand. An arm, that's a forearm going into a hand. Oh, you know what? I guess that hand would kind of be up because they're holding the bag. I told y'all we're going black and Asian. So if this were in Baltimore and I was chilling out with my favorite 4 Hashira, getting ready to go watch this movie, and go ready to just, I don't know, probably train the next morning. Like, I would want it to be, instead of, I was going to do ramen, hear me out. I was even going to consider karage. But let's be real. I want my chicken box. I want my, this is about to be like a, hold on a sec. There we go. It still has to have that box look in the bag. So even though it's in a bag, and one, we will have to shrink this moving forward because it's further back in the distance and this should be further up, so it should be bigger. I'll just note that. Bigger. Smaller. But food stall, food stand, person, hold on, person reaching their hand out like this, holding the bag in their hand, like, hey, here you go, thank you for buying here. And one thing I wanted to point out about this bag is the fact that, yes, hold on, we good, got the opening right there, so that goes behind the hand. That's why the hand is right here and it's cuts through right there. That one first. You know, darker, thicker lines in the front to show hierarchy. So when the bag comes down, y'all know it gets those little lines in it, stringy, all that jazz. But it still has a chicken box. I said what I said. So you can even add that little line like I added that little line there. It has a little droopy part in the bag because it never sits perfectly in the bag, right? So it's going to poke out in areas, but it's also going to pull and it's going to be loose. That I figured I'd just point that out because the way that I drew this in this moment, I really liked the shaping of it and how it still looks like there's a box in there. So, let's see. I don't just want like a line of people. I would want somebody reaching here, like so that thumb would be in front. Ooh, I got a mosquito bite on my arm. It caught me. It caught me. Oh, it caught me. It's always these moments when somebody's like, what is that? I'm like, it's called planning. Planning, my dear youth. It's the, I'm doing this thing. Hold on a second. Let's see. Let's see if somebody's standing sideways. But if somebody's standing here, and that is their left hand. It could very well be standing sideways. In the moment, I was gonna draw me, and then I was like, for real, I feel like the responsible person is going to be Mauricio. Did I pronounce his name right? Because that'd be. I'm normally really good with names, but for some reason, Demon Slayer has got me with these first and last names. I'm like, wait a sec, who did I just say? Nah, not him, the other one. You know, the one with the fire on his hair. Nah, this one's got the water on his hair. Nah, I'm just messing. You know how they design the characters to fit somewhat like their power? It's like, yeah. All right. But I would want this to be, I low-key was thinking either a stoop back here, like stoop kids afraid to leave the stoop, because there's a lot of stoops and a lot of stoop kids here. That would be like, oh yeah, that's funny as heck. To where it's like food stall, street, and then the Hashira chilling here. But then I also was thinking, well, dang, if there's a table right here, can't we just like have a nice little, first off, let me erase that so I don't lose you in my lines. I always lose people in my lines. But let me go ahead. If we have a food stall right here and say it has like, the hole is probably not right there actually. It's probably closer to the center, which we can't see. But you know the stalls where they have the tables, the stand-up tables. That's probably going to be a little too low. So let's go about here. And that's why I'm like, all this has to be smaller when I think about how we're mapping this out. Yeah, so. And then they might have the like umbrella joint. It's rare that you can find those spots in my neck of the woods, but they exist, and for the sake of this art, we about to do it. So I'm thinking we might need like, yeah, because I would need more space between here. So we're gonna push over this. We're gonna push that off to the side. And then at these tables, that was ugly. Why y'all let me do that? I'm saying that like, again, I can see the chat. And I can't. Hey, I like the way this is gonna go. Now, my phone doesn't like the way this is gonna go because my phone is like, hey, my battery running low and I see you haven't plugged me up yet. Hey, it is what it is. If my phone dies, just know there's an art to everything. Let me stop. We got more time. But yes, there is an art to everything that you do. Always be your best. Whatever that looks like in that day. I'll be real with y'all. I'm always being real with y'all. But again, I'll be real with y'all. I was like, damn, yo, I'm hungry. I didn't get this other project to the point that I wanted it to be at before hopping on live. I don't even want to go live tonight. Nobody's expecting it. So why should I? Like there are a lot of thoughts, a dozen thoughts of, hold on a sec, you're just picking and choosing in this moment. Like maybe not, but like it kind of felt like it the more I was thinking about different things to complain about. Like, yeah, valid, but turn that camera on, get your ass in the chair, pick up a pencil. Literally. That's all I could come forth with. So this is this. And the reason I'm doing this is because I know we're going to have to shrink a lot of this stuff from this point on. So from here, we're going to have to shrink it and put it further in the background. So to give you a close-up, I just want to, and I think I low-key like this. I normally don't show y'all when I'm planning because it's normally like, all right, here's what I want to do, here's closer to it, but here's the masterpiece. And then I'd normally just be like, here's the masterpiece. But now I'm like, oh yeah, we can do this. We can do this and we can have fun with it. We can have so much fun with it. So who would be eating a chicken box with me? You know Mitsuri gonna be eating that chicken box. There's a reason why Morichiro is picking up the food, and that's just because, you know, he laid back with it. He'll smile if he feels like it, but he doesn't have to. And that's something you need to know when moving around and living in Baltimore. You ain't gotta smile at nobody, because you'll smile and people will look at you like you're crazy, like you insulted them for asking them how their day was. But I'd be like, damn, it's like that. All right, so but yeah, y'all know the boxes be coming a little wavy on it on the bottom because they be greasy. They be greasy. They be greasy. Maybe, look. Son of a gun. I'm gonna do this right here. I'm gonna switch these erasers in my ear. Nah, not in my ear. On the pencil though. There we go. That should do it. You know Mitsuri be tearing up a whole, you know what? That's too small of a box for this chick. You know she got some nuggies with it. Why does that look almost perfect to a Wendy's fry? Don't judge me, please. I don't even eat fast food like that. I just know Mitsuri is not gonna, she's not gonna just snack, you know what I mean? Like she gonna wanna eat. So you gotta give her multiple things. You know she got the large, a little large. Just trying not to be too stereotypical, but you know she got that large half and half, that little sweet tea. Hey. It probably is just sweet tea and not lemonade with it. Nope. There we go. Sometimes music be vibing so much, I forget what I was about to tell you. Drawing this appropriately. Ma'am, please put your breast away. If you know, then you know. In most shots, they be doing her wrong. Because I'm like, that doesn't have to be a part of her character. she could just she could just have her shirt, but in the same way everybody else does. Let me see. I always like to look up my characters so I get the most accurate that I can as far as the food goes. Not food. Because I was thinking, like, I need a photo of her eating. Because when she was eating, she makes like a different type of face, like most characters do, where it's like, oh, except Rengiku, he be just like stone facing it, straight facing it. Like, yippers. Yep, that's the face. It's that determination of, yo, this shit is bussin'. This shit is good. Yep. All right, that's the face that I needed. What was that? Oh. I also don't know how tall some of these characters are. I know I said this earlier, but I'm gonna re-say it again. I need y'all on them polls, because if I don't hear nothing from the community, from people watching, from people seeing the vibes and whatnot, oh, perfect time. Commercial break. We ain't gotta listen to none of that. Let this man get his money. But if I don't hear nothing from y'all or see nothing in the comments or nothing, I'm gonna just keep moving how I move. And earlier I said y'all gonna have to catch up, but y'all gonna have to fit in where you get in where you fit in. That's what I meant. So just be mindful when I post something or put out a poll. I really do care about what you guys say, as far as like what you want to see and what you're interested in. And I think this is the last time I'm gonna say it, because just that moment there made me think of like several other times during lives where I've said it. And I think that's literally part of the hang up of me getting content out, is like, oh, no, what do I, like tonight I was like, oh, what do I want to do for live, since I wasn't planning on doing a live tonight? Like, what do I really want to do? And had I planned it, this is what I would have done. That's why I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and do this. It's about that time where I had to crank this out as a video or a live anyway. So let me do this. It's gonna be both, because I'll tell you right now, if this phone die, oh, that's all we got, baby. That's all we got, baby. But yeah, there we go. But it really helps me decide, like, okay, this is the art that we're pushing out this week. That's why in that other video I was like, y'all, I don't know. I can't promise what art is gonna be next. Just know we still gonna be creating regardless. So that's always fun. That's always good, bunny. I wish we had her like doing one of those, but it's okay. It's okay. First off, don't do that. Yeah. Pinky. Pinky. Oh shoot, my bad. Commercial break over. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for jamming out with your girl. Oh yeah, she got them guns too. So let's put some respect on her forearms. Mhm. 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 leg. It itched. I think it's funny that I went this route because I really was thinking, oh yeah, ramen or rice balls, since on Twitch I'm brown rice ball. But like, no, we're doing chicken boxes and tea. Everybody's like, oh, fuck yeah, this is great. This is perfect. And then I can go right back to training. You sure can, because you're going to need it. All this grease. How well these lines just go into each other. It's beautiful. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This is your host, Danny T, the one you love the most. And I just had to step in to let you know we are jamming to the one, the only, Soul King Radio. 9 days ago, they uploaded this Vice Captain Grooves. And let me tell you, ain't nothing else like it. Hey, it's smooth. So make sure you show Soul King Radio some love if you love what they do. All right, now. Get up off my screen. There we go. Hey. Back into the scene. I also thought about putting them in street clothes, and I was like, maybe. But then again, we are supposed to be getting ready for the movie, and I'm like, maybe I can be fun in one side and less fun on the other side. So I was thinking maybe I could just make a this and then make one where it's more serious and they're in street clothes. Like kind of verse that, not versatile. Dang, I'll tell you what though, I am so excited to see that movie because I just thought about where we left off. Moves on, Kibutsuchi. In the Infinity Castle. Boy. We get to the chicken in a second. Boy. You knew she was gonna be. Now, why did I choose food-based? Like, why did I choose a food-based piece? Because I am hungry in this moment, but also because I wanted to mix it up a little bit. Y'all know I like drawing food. I like eating food, I like making food, and I like drawing food. So you know we were bound to do some type of like food-based poster. Oop. I cut in a little bit and the hair kind of looked like Mai from Yu-Gi-Oh! Which is funny. I'm like, you know what? No, they're not the same. Not at all. Actually. I was about to say, you know what? They're kind of similar. Not even. Just these little curls right here, like the bangs. The bangs. You know, because they look very thin. And just, the bangs. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Do 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 do. I don't have to. No, I can just hang. You can just hang, let it bang. Oop, I gave her extra crinkles like it was, our guy that I keep pronouncing his name incorrectly, Morichiro. Morichiro. The least I can do is try. I like the show enough, you know? He'd be like, oh no, I can't pronounce this. Don't talk about him then. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. Y'all know we don't gatekeep things. Just learn how to say the people's name. Like, I think it's harder to read a name that you haven't. There we go. I was like, that looks weird. What is going on there? I think it's harder to read a name that you don't have, like, the pronunciation for than to hear somebody say their name or somebody else, read it out loud and then, you be like, I'm sorry, I got a little distracted because y'all know when I be drawing, I be a little distracted. But I think it's harder to just read a name straight out rather than to just hear somebody and choose to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just say it however I'm gonna say it. It's like taking Clifford the Big Red Dog and making him a tiny blue dog because, oh yeah, I'm gonna just draw him how I want. Which is like, yeah, okay, but then call him Cliff, the little blue dog. Like, he lost the erd after he changed color and he changed like size. It doesn't fit the name anymore. But for people's names, put some respect on it. I'd say at least practice that with characters that don't have feelings whether or not you say their name wrong. But let's see. Something too, this might not be the right video to say this on, but something, I think it is. I think anytime's the right time as long as it's something that has been a thought. But first off, take your sportsbook ass and but I even considered doing like some political art, and I was like, girl, don't nobody want to see your political art. And I was like, I don't want to draw political art, so that's 2 for 2. All right, let's bring this down here so that way I can draw her cheek better, bring her collar in, because her neck would be a neck, but it won't be that meaty. It would probably be about here, if not here. Well, let's bring that there. Yeah, and that should be sitting on her shoulder. And then that's behind her shoulder. All right, perfect. Just let me know. Can you see that? You have to see that. Oh, good. So, you already know. We are, for the life of me, I should have been able to draw women a long time ago, but drawing women is the hardest thing for me to draw. Out of animals, shapes, people, hands, legs, like weapons, food, other items, like women are still the hardest thing the most complex thing on the paper, just like the most complex thing in life. But no, I'm just messing around. I definitely, that's what I need to be building my studies on, is how to draw women better. Which sounds so silly. All I gotta do is pose, and then I'm like, yeah, I could draw me. If I could draw me, I could draw any other woman. Not really. Not really. All right, there's that. There's her cape joint. Not cape joint. They definitely have a more respectable name than cape joint. I don't know what it is, so educate me. That's what the comments are for. Educate me. Um, my goal in this next month is to stop saying just like in general. So that then because I thought about it, I was like, you know what? I do say that a lot. I do say that a lot. A lot. A lot. A lot. A lot. You know? This beat got me feeling like I'm driving down the street with a moonlight. Sure. And I do it right. First off, why is she so blocky? She shouldn't be chalky. Come on. Curve. What? That's a swerve. What? That's a bird. What? That's a word. Hey, give me turds. What? Don't give me that. Oh, that's shit. Shit. That's all I got. That's why I don't freestyle, y'all. I did not freestyle because the thing is wild. Ooh, my mind's like a child. Hey. No, I love words and I like playing with words. Sorry, y'all gonna have to forgive me. I had to go back real quick to what I was looking up when I started. Oh, hold up. I farted. Stop. See, I told you. I don't freestyle for a reason. I feel like, hold on a sec. The people that would be standing at the table are definitely, Mauricio is getting the food. Standing at the table. Maybe I'll put myself in the middle. That seems very spot on for any artist shoving themselves into a fanfic poster, because that's what it feels like. Like, this is my fan poster, not fanfic, but like fan poster. We're not making a story out of this, you guys. Unless I get to the point where I'm like really good and really fast with my editing and accurate with my animation. Oh yeah, I would draw it a Saturday with my Hashira. Hey, shut up. No, I'm kidding. That's crazy. That's so crazy. I'm just kidding. There's a random dog outside. I don't even know whose dog that is. Oh. Oh. No, that's good boy. That's good boy. We like that one. Somebody's dog was like burping for like hours last night. Hours last night. But let me just start with this. Let me say, if she's sitting here cheering, you know she got crumbs because that chicken gonna be crispy. Matter of fact, this hand gotta have. Ooh. Okay. Y'all hit me in chat or comments whenever you see this. Who out of these four, I'm gonna give you my four. I think I already gave you my four before, but I'm gonna give you my four. And I wanna know who's more of a drums person or who's more of a flats person. Personally, I'm doing drums, so somebody gotta have my flats because I'm not about to. I mean, I'll eat them. Don't get me wrong. If you give me a mixed bowl, that goes out the window. I'm hungry. I'm eating it. But I feel like Matsuri, she might be with me on the drums. I'm gonna give her a drum. I'm gonna give her, but you know what? I'm gonna have to give her like a big drum. It can't be like a. We have to do oversized food, otherwise the point doesn't come across. Yeah, that's the right bite shape. That looks like a bite shape right there. That's crazy. I know. Shut up. That was so rude. No, don't. Oh, never mind that, guys. Never mind that. There was no reason. And I was being silly. I don't really feel that way. Sometimes you just gotta shake up the world. You know what? Sometimes you don't. This whole world's been shook up in the past month or so. Not month, in the past year or so. There we go. Because I had her hand elongated. I don't know what this is. I don't care what that is. Just spray something in your car if your car stank. Get you one of them little trees. Don't advertise nothing else to me. I be messing with my ads. I be telling them exactly what to advertise to me if they're gonna advertise. Coca-Cola did a thing to where I'm sorry, I'll check the comment section in a second. But Coca-Cola did a thing to where dang, this Negro is big though. Like he's big. We could have him. I'm tempted. We could put a character here who would be eating alone, but I didn't choose him as one of my four, so maybe if I squeeze the rest of the Hashira in, that could have been several people. But let me see. All right, who gonna be in the middle? We'll find out. We'll find out. We'll find out. With the chicken box, it's out now. All right. But dang, it's probably a good thing I forgot that quick. What I do need to tell y'all, because I had to think about it. My phone said it was gonna die, so let me make sure I'm drawing faster than I'm talking, so that way y'all can see. Yeah, and we gonna throw. That would be funny. You know, that would just feed into stereotypes a little bit. Everybody else is eating chicken boxes and I'm eating rice balls. I'd be like, yeah, why not? It's all good. It's all good food. But I'll tell you what, I haven't had a good rice ball in Maryland. I don't know where to get them from in Maryland. I've had some bomb ass rice balls in Colorado, and I don't even know the name of the place because I looked it up and said, "Oh, this will be the last time I have them because they ain't in Maryland." And I was like, "Okay, well, enjoy every single bite." It was like teriyaki salmon or something. It was so freaking delicious. That doesn't make sense for the way the cups are. This cup needs to be in front. There we go. There we go. Hey. Yeah, but you see how that looks different right there? That looks different. That's like a Wendy's medium. This is like a McDonald's small. No, McDonald's medium. I don't know. Don't clock me. I don't know fast food anymore like that. I'm just guessing based off the past. I don't know. When's the last time I really ate fast food? It's because I cook more, not because not because I eat more elegant food. I cook elegant food and I eat elegant home food, homemade stuff. But I don't spend money out in these streets. One, because I ain't got it like that, but two, because I don't think I ever would. How did that? Are you kidding me? Look at this, you guys. It wasn't even the split, it's the little hole in this eraser. Now that makes sense. It threw both this one piece of lead because it broke. This is the same piece of lead that was in there earlier that kept coming out. Come on now. Oh, yeah, give me that. Give me that. There's no. Just a jar full of pencils. And pens, too. But all the pencils in there are like extra sharpened. First off, I'm not going to put this on my shirt, so let's just do that. I know, I hurt somebody's feelings out there. It's okay. That's okay. There we go. Yeah, I want to add, what's his name in here? Delicious. Ah, I'll buy them all. Rengoku. Ah, because I didn't see enough of this man. You know what I mean? Like, when they say the good die young, the good be dying young. On anime, they be like, yeah, just, yeah, you know what? He got to be in the middle. He got to be in the middle. And maybe I'll be like here and we'll have one of the others come through here. Not one of the others like I don't already know. Did I put, oh, I didn't put Rengoku in my top 4. I actually had Mitsuri, Morichiro, Tengen, and then I always forget the wholesome blind man. I forgot his name. He didn't deserve, what got him to where he was. But yeah, he's eating flats for sure. For sure. And dang, I might just have to add Rengoku in just because I said so. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we about to do. That's what we about to do. That's what we about to do. Yeah, your hand. We'll do that better in due time. All right, perfect. Right there. Aww. Y'all think that Rengoku and Mitsuri, and normally I'll be shipping characters that aren't already shipped in the in the show, because I'll be like, yeah, no, I could see why they didn't do that. Or yeah, I could see why they would. Dang, we about to really add 5. Are we about to be able to squeeze these in? That's why I'm like, yeah, we gonna. First off, his pants really were like it. Like, when I saw the way his pants were, I was like, yeah, I'll be wearing my pants like that too. But when I said we were going to have to shrink this, we absolutely are going to have to shrink this. And I'm excited as to how well this is going to come out. This is absolutely going to be something that I take into my own space, this space. And I'm just like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, his legs are long. His waist should be about here, his belt. So he'll probably be slightly taller. So his head will probably be up here. Do that this way. I'll be talking to myself like like I'm looking over my own shoulder to draw, and I'm like, all right, yeah, do this, and then I'll take that back, and then go over here and do this the way that you need to do what you need to do. Yeah. Oh, dang. You know, his death only just hit me. Like just now drawing him, I'm like, oh yeah, you know, I would have liked to see a little bit more. I think that's why I didn't, that was the only reason I didn't add him to the top 4, is because I was like, dang, that's all we get a chance to see of him? Like, we get more of the other Hashira, and I'm like, okay, like, this is old boy from Danganronpa all over again. As far as like, dang, you know, you really want to see more of this person. Instead, we get a chance to see more of Fume. That's why I can't remember their names, because I'm like, dang, they died way too quick. Like, what happened? Yeah, look, you can't fight the feeling and go back in that box and dig in. All right, so we have Mitsuri. I hope I'm also spelling it right, because I'm going based off pronunciation. Rengoku. Me in the middle. And let me do his eyebrows and hair so we know this man is who he says he is. Oh. I'm not gonna lie, if I had eyebrows like that, yeah, I tell you what, I would probably just tell people to look at them. I'd be like, yeah, so you see my eyebrows? I'd be like, what do you mean you see my eyebrows? Like, they're on your face, are they not? They look like venom. But I'd be like, yeah, they're on my face, but have you seen them though? Like, they kind of cool. Like, yours don't wrinkle up the way mine do. They don't hit you with the pow. They don't look like if I close my eyes completely and put a mask up to my forehead in the night, you think I'm still looking at you. Like, no, they remind me of Bushy Brow. They're so distinct in his character design, but flames, and I'm not mad at it. Yeah, he's definitely sitting here saying, delicious. I'll buy all the boxes. And everybody's like, hold on now. This motherfucker's gonna come through, because it's Baltimore. This mother, hey, yo, leave some for the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, people would be mad. But he would be like, yeah, I'm just doing it just to support the business. I think it's funny that they're like, yeah, yo, what? I was about to say something wild, so I'm glad I didn't. He also looks like One Punch Man just because I didn't put his hair on him. He doesn't have the... Also, pray for every anime character's edge line because they be snatched back. Like, my God, you're gonna be bald and snatching your hair back that far. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, we could do that way. I'm really not mad at this. Like, yeah, it doesn't look like, oh wow, boom, ba-ding, bop, bop, beep. And I'm like, yeah, it's not supposed to. Not right now. Like, I am planning this out as we go. So, as we go, and long enough to capture the footage of me mapping it out for you guys, because I just give you the final product most of the time. And I don't give you my inner thoughts, my workings of, oh, yeah, it would go like this, and it would go like that. Oh, that wouldn't go like that, though. So this is a real time of me just being like, yeah, if I were going to eat a chicken box, these are all the things that I'm thinking about. Like, am I also eating a chicken box with them? Is that going too far? No, because I like chicken boxes. Because I like chicken boxes. And you know, this hair right here reminds me of Kiba. Kiba's hoodie. Kiba's hoodie. Kiba's hoodie. How does man's hair? Oh, okay. Yeah, because they're supposed to come out that way. Yeah. Because I'm looking directly on at them. Not all the way directly, but we're going to tie that in here. Huh? I know, and y'all can't see that too close. There we go. But when I go back and put all this together, that's when it'll be like, oh yeah, I see. We got Matsuri loving the chicken box. Rengoku, he's gonna be a flats guy. You know he's a flats guy. He a flats guy. He'd be like, oh yeah. Give me flats and blue cheese. Now I'm not gonna say anything because I have people that I love that are flat lovers and blue cheese lovers. And all respect goes out to them. But leave me that ranch and leave me these drums, okay? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I don't know what else they would have right here. You know, this table is pretty nice, but is it big enough? Is it big enough? Let me see. Yeah, I feel like, yep. All right, bet. Look, this is what happens. Hand. Fingers. Short form. There. Okay. It almost looks like the back of an iron. The back of an iron. That's the way I said it. Let me see. Because that would be his right hand coming in, and that would make that thumb right there. Hold on a sec. No, I had it right. I was tripping. I'm like, wait a sec. It's because I don't have my Rock'em Sock'em robot in front of me so I can look at the joints. I don't have one of those like really I forgot what you call them. I don't have one of those puppet type mannequins to sit on my desk. I have a Rock'em Sock'em robot where I just like rotate them from time to time. And I'm like, yep, okay, that's how that would look. And it just helps. But it would be like, all right, this man would probably hold a singular flat in his hand. Yeah, look, I put some respect on the food. Even though I eat a mixed bowl, but if you give me all flats, I will be a little miffed. Like, it's because I asked for all drums. I get it. I get it. You were making a point. Like, oh, I thought you asked for all. No, I didn't. But okay. That thumb is going to look forever weird to me. That definitely looks like an iron now. And his finger should be about here. About there. About... Why did I just second guess myself like he wouldn't have 4 fingers over here? Because I drew this one so big. It's like, yeah, his finger would be right there. There we go. And then there's that. And then this. And then this. Hey. Bet. Gotta, yeah, change the shape of that because it looks so perfectly done. Let me stop. It looks so perfectly done that I smooth thought it was a bar. So we're gonna get that. We're gonna get that sorted out. But pretty much, ideally, he's holding the chicken like, huh? Okay, this is what we're eating. Like, this is kind of small for his hands. And if you know who I'm talking about, look again with this pronunciation, Guillaume, I believe his name is. I spelled it wrong because I spelled it G-E instead of G-Y, but everything else was right, and I don't know why I would spell it G-E. That doesn't even sound right. It doesn't. All right, can I get... Yep, I'll take that one. Because it's been about 2 months since I sat down and watched this. So I'm just like, wait a sec. How would this man's... He gonna hold it like that. But... That looks crazy because his arm should be about... We have to short form everything. That looks nasty, and we're gonna clean it up, but you know, for now, we're gonna leave it like that. Just bear with me for 2 seconds. It's like, it's this thumb that definitely messed up the orientation of the hand. I'm like, wait a sec. Because it should be over here where I had it in the first place. But it should be here, roughly, and go back, and then it still looks crazy. It still looks wacky as crap, but yeah. So pretty much, we're gonna clean this up real quick. That's pretty much is pretty much. But yeah, he gonna be sitting here like, what? You know his head is shaped like that. It's shaped like... I was gonna use new age terminology. Ooh, What's gonna die first, my phone or my tablet? We'll find out this time on Dragon Ball Z. Sorry, I bumped my tripod. It's a little on the wiggly side. Yeah, there we go. I'm not gonna lie, I want to cosplay as Tengen and Guillaume. And I don't know why it's always me gender bending these cosplays. Actually, I do, because I don't feel like wearing a skirt every time I want to cosplay, or leggings every time I want to cosplay like a dope female character. Like, come on now. I'm sick of this. I want to wear comfortable pants and comfortable clothing. And the only dude that I'm like, all right, that's not as comfortable is Bond. Like, I would wear Bond's little leather pants, but I do it. I commit to the bit real quick. All right. His face might be, his face looks like friggin' Skeeter from Doug. This like shape of his head and the jawline. But that's not, sorry, you know, he got the hair, like, you know, he got the whoosh it back and then cut under, the undercut, and then whoosh it up. But I'll be real, I think the moment that I added Guillaume to my top 4 for Hashira was not just hearing his backstory, but the last moments of the season finale. Like, seeing how he responded, seeing how you know, how much he cares about certain things and why he's like always crying and why he's also the strongest of all of them. It's like, damn, yo, yeah, he's easily one of the top. He's one of the top. There's no other way he couldn't be because of who he is. Like leader, homeboy, home skillet, all of that. There we go. He got hair like Scar. You know, that's what it is for me. I'm like, he's low key, kind of like Scar. The only difference, he's not feeding on his revenge because he could. I mean, he can't. He can't. But he could. All right. I'm gonna definitely have to change the title for this particular live because I really was gonna come in and sit down and, you know, not talk and just draw the actual poster. And then I was like, you know what? Nah, I want to relax and enjoy and have fun and not have such a serious tone coming back after the summer. I feel like I've been missing out. What is that? What happened there? Was it the talking? The talking distracted me so much that I just, I know better. Just bring it down like that. Because what? I don't know. It's still not like, ooh, haha. But it's still, like, we get the gist. We get the gist. It just looked kind of crazy. There we go. There we go. Yeah, Guillaume's eating flats. Guillaume is eating flats. Rengoku is eating flats. Mitsuri, my girl, she eating drums. Ayy, and Muichiro, we got to go back over here and put some respect on this man's name because I did not like him at first. And I liked him after I knew more about him, which is fitting because if you know my phone number and you can't reach me, you know I always say, you know I say, Oh, that's why I didn't leave room for his Scar. Okay, because I just called the man Scar. He's just Scar back in the day. That's who he is. Like, you know, when people say, "Oh, I know that person because I know a person that's very similar to him from my childhood." Like, oh, they remind me of so and so. This dude is definitely like Scar in another lifetime in another anime. But let me go ahead and stop yapping so much. He's definitely gonna have to grow taller. Tallest. And also let me put some respect on his name. Yo May. Me. I'll probably do a I also low-key like the way that it looks like his arm moved up really quick because I smeared it. He's like, what the f is this? Where's his nose? I knew he had a skinny nose, but I didn't know. Yeah, it is pointy. It's pointy in the way that the snowman's nose is pointy. Not that pointy. It just comes to a fine tip like clay. All right, yeah, good enough. There we go. He said this is chicken, but why does it smell like this? I didn't do his eye shape right. Why does it have a hint of Old Bay or something on it? I'll be real. I'd be mad when people automatically put Old Bay on chicken boxes. Like, yeah, I know we're in Baltimore, but keep that shit off my chicken. Keep that shit off my chicken. Like, respectfully, only when I want it. I don't always want Old Bay, but Old Bay seems to always find its way to me. Oh, there it is. My phone said, hey, hey, hey. Now you got about 10%. Oh, no, that's also... Oh, I must be getting messages. I am getting messages. I don't know who they came from. They're not watching, I know that. So, maybe they are, I don't know. But I don't think I saw anything. Hey. Dang. Oh, did I say something crazy? Was it about the chicken? Oh, it was about the... You know, I've been firing off left and right. It could have been about any one of the things that I said tonight. We might have to end around like 9:10. So I'm going to tighten up Morichiro, throw me in here, finish up Guillaume, and tell you guys a couple of Easter eggs that I want to... No, you guys will just have to guess the Easter eggs. You will guess the Easter eggs that I put in here when I do the digital version, okay? Because it's gonna go from this. You're gonna be like, wait a sec, how did she do that? Well, there's gonna be one step in there that I'm not gonna record. Me putting all of this together on one sheet of paper by hand. And maybe I will record it just so you can see. But it's the after plan. Like, this is the plan, then we do the after plan, then we do the digital. Sometimes we do plan and then digital. But yeah. I gotta face what I said because I realized I didn't. I just kept it pushing. But yeah, first off, this man is big. and tall. Like, he wouldn't be eye level with nobody. He is the tallest of all the Hashira and the biggest and strongest of all the Hashira. This man pushes boulders for peace. Like, I like peace just as much as anybody else on this at this table. But there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. And maybe you know what? Yeah, maybe first off, I am gonna sorry, I got caught up in my thoughts. That's why y'all just heard a bunch of maybe and I am going to that looks that looks so funny. It's been a while since I drew chibi me. And I don't mean just, it's not even gonna be chibi me, like anime me. I'm making cheat codes. I'm doing the cheat code route. We're doing cheat codes because my hair would be all up in the way if I don't. Also, my face, no, I guess everybody's face is about that size. Does my head look like that? There we go. Sure. I don't have that type of head shape, but sure. Like I said, I gotta make it to where 5% on the tablet. I can't really tell on my phone, so let me just. Oh, you know what? We got about 20% on my phone. You know what I'm saying? We got about 20%. I definitely. So that's just been notifications that's been making my phone buzz. But I definitely was like, oh, it's about to die. Like, I started this live with 44%. It's down to 20 now. My phone been acting a little crazy, so there's a chance that it might shut off before, but what I'll do is I'll just map out the rest of this for y'all, explain it, and then we'll call it a night, all right? Thank you guys for being here, and thank you, Prop. I saw you in chat. I peeped you. Hey. I don't know what I said though. Sorry. It was either the fact that I was pointing out who eats flats and blue cheese, or it was first off, I don't like the way my face is shaped. But it's okay. Hey now. Shh. Denny's doesn't like black people, so I don't play their commercials. Come on, tablet, give it the program. I already told you about Coca-Cola and Sprite. Keep that shit up off my ads. You can keep Denny's too. That's how I be talking to my ads. Because I'm like, it's targeted, right? Well, show me what I want to know. Show me what the 1%ers are getting ads for. Even if I can't pay for it, show me. It'll inspire me to create better or do better. Not create better, but like create something better than what that is. you know. Oi! I don't know what that nose was. All right, let me stop BSing. Let me give you the people what you came here for, what you want. Who you want. Yeah, but for anybody wondering, I think it's funny, my hair is going to be drawn similar to how Mauricio's is. But I think it's funny. when you're sitting there and you're wondering like, oh man, I really want to draw this. And then you're like, oh yeah, now I want to share it with people. And we got to remember that not everything is meant to be shared with everybody. And I don't mean that as in a, oh yeah, we need to gatekeep more. No, yeah, I'm the last person to tell you to gatekeep something unless it benefits the person more with them not having the cheat codes to it. Then I'm like, oh yeah. Test it out first and then come see me. Like I'll still give you the information, but test it out first and then come see me. But this is me yelling to, yeah, we're gonna do cute little eyebrows, because why not? I can redesign my eyebrows. Because that's about as bushy as they really would be too. That's perfect. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind having my eyes. Wait, let me rephrase that. My drawn eyes similar to Guillaume. Let me words have power and all that, you know. I laugh because I'm like, wait a sec. Be careful what you wish for is absolutely real. Absolutely real. There's only one major wish that I would really like to take back in life, and I hope it never comes true. But oh yeah. Hold on, I gotta make my jawline the same way I made these others, so that way I don't parody myself in a racist way. There we go. Alright, that'll be me. Oh yeah, I guess I too would have a little Hashira fit, so. But I would be reaching this way. Which also, again, tells you that I'm gonna have to redo the sizing. 100%, we knew that, but like, absolute. Whoa, that looks a little. I was just trying to be lazy with the. Oh! I was just trying to be lazy with how I drew the hand. I wasn't trying to do nothing crazy, nothing like that. Like, all right, let's spread those fingers out. Let's do that. Well, that should be the least of your worries right about now, where politics concerned. But yeah, there we go. Add another finger back there. Yep. And then bring this down to here so you can see my hand. There we go. Am I in the way? No, I'm not. Okay. Am I in the way? But yeah. All right. So I'm over here. My hair is definitely about down to here, but we just gonna cheat code it real quick. By cheat code, yep. I'm convinced that this is the reason why anime characters will have weird hairstyles sometimes. Like, most of them got cool hairstyles. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Kakashi's hairstyle, some people might be like, it's just whooshed. And I'm like, nah, that's a cool whoosh. It's not like a, oh, what happened there? Like, you see Kakashi, it's like, oh, hold on. Even his theme song, cool, you know? Well, it's playful, but it's actually I think that Sasuke's theme song is actually real cool, chill. But yeah, the cheat codes come into play. I think Rengoku's hair is I did take it back. I did. He reminds me of a cat, like his hair. That's why I dropped the But Guillaume's hair is tough. Like that's a current hairstyle. And I can do the same type of hairstyle with my locks that Mitsuri does, so I'm not hating on that either. I'm hating on this though. If you don't put some soul and groove and funk in the last 2% that you got, tablet, you better make it worth it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I probably would have mine all the way up, all the way done. You know, I didn't like it at first, but I like it. I like this. Sure, that's not what my nose looks like, but sure. For the sake of this plan, we got that. It's me yelling at Mauricio that we grabbed the table and there's room for him, which is here. That's us. That's, hey, why don't you come sit with us? And he's looking like I might be right over here with somebody else. Because I added Rengoku, maybe I will add the rest of them. I might do 2 versions of this. I know the stoop one was almost a version that I wanted to do, but I don't know. I might. His other arm has to be going somewhere, so let me see. Oh, it's gotta be. I know it's here. Maybe it's just holding this arm right here. Like maybe that's his cuff. Yep. And then maybe his hand is holding his arm. Here we go with this thumb again. I don't know why his thumb's out of everybody's thumbs, because his hands are bigger. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right. There we go. And I also, boop, bop, top, stop. Stop before we start freestyling again, because them freestyles were, well, they were what I said they were. They were what I said they were. Yeah. So his is gonna be right there. There we go. Cause it's a big man. I just gotta emphasize, like, nah, he got layers on him, but he's also a big fighter. Like he just is that. There we go. So that's his outside and his inside layer right there. Oh, that's why I was gonna do a serious one, because y'all need to know what I almost said my Zanpakuto. Oop. But yeah, y'all need to know what my Zanpakuto be doing too. But no, you would have to know what my awakening form would look like on me. Yeah, you know. How tall is it? I mean, not how tall. Oh, tablet done shut off. And you know what? It's rare that I see the tablet die. That's why I was like, what happened? So, no harm, no foul. Let me just go ahead, wrap this up for y'all. Look. You know what? I was about to turn the Soul King radio back on, but I'm not about to do that. Y'all know what it is. Y'all just listen to the outside sounds of the main street, the main road. Not the main road, but yeah, yeah. Oh, I also just had another type of idea because I want to draw these characters more often. And not just Demon Slayer. I want to insert myself into every anime that I finish moving forward. No, but he's yeah, he's got his chicken box right there. There you go. Because his arm is still underneath his cloak. Me, chilling there too. I got my little Yatamine thing. Looks like a lab coat. Absolutely looks like a lab coat. Don't disrespect my lab coat. Yeah, I like this because it gives me more of an idea of how this is going to really look. Y'all gonna be mad at me because the way I'm about to design my shoes look. Nobody else got shoes, but I just wanted to do this to I guess nobody is gonna be mad because I had to think about it. No, I'm drawing everybody in their uniform. This is normal. socks and thongs and toe thongs. Yeah. Oh yeah. We know the story about that. Skirts. We're gonna have to. This is why I don't like skirts now. Gonna have to learn how to draw them. uh-huh. Yeah, that's kind of what it is. That's kind of what it is. What it is. What it ain't. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Boop, all right. Let me spin back to Morichiro. This is, all right. Mitsuri, she said, heck yeah, these drums kicking it. Like, I might as well put the little slice of bread in there because you know she got fish and chicken. She ain't just walk away with no chicken box. She got fish and chicken. So we're going to add a little piece of bread there for her, and that will help. It's clenched in her hands. Let me see. Yeah. Boop. All right. Everybody got to have crumbs on their face. Because, well, except for Guillaume. Why do I keep saying Guillaume? I don't know. Guillaume. All right. Because I don't remember if he's like a vegan or anything. I don't think that's a normal thing in anime. I think that is a our world type of thing. I don't know any anime characters that are vegan or vegetarian actually. Maybe I just haven't, I don't know. Maybe I haven't dived into the backgrounds of them. But this little area, that whole scene, gonna have to be shrunk right back here. This is what I mean by bigger shapes in the front. Then we got our regular shapes, like these guys, how they are right there, would be about this size here. And then realistically, the scene in the back would be about this size back here. And these were stoops, in case I drew them on the stoop. I think I got another group of people I would want to draw on the stoop. But yeah. Oh, this man would definitely wear bell bottoms if I was drawing all of them separately. Not separately. This is what I mean. Like, I either got to draw or talk because it's going to get mixed up. Yeah, there we go. It would swoop like that because his foot is forward. His foot is forward, asking for the food, and this one sideways, asking for some more. Nah, he'd probably be asking for ketchup or for something else. I don't know. You know what? He also would have, what did I call it earlier? A cape thingy? That's really wild. Really wild. Hmm. Will he be doing anything in particular? Nah, he'd just be grabbing the food. And normally I see this as a cheat code and I'll be doing it all the time, but his hand probably would be in his pockets. His hand would be in his pocket, and he wouldn't really have to, like, he'd be so cool and so laid back because that's just who he is. He's like, yo, I'm a prodigy, yo. Don't you ever think you can come in here and talk down to me. I may be the youngest, but I'm about to be the strongest. Like, oof. Yeah, that's the vibes he gives. He gives. We're not going to see. I don't know why I drew that all back here. We're not going to see that. Just like we're not going to see everything. Like the same detail that we saw there, we're not. It's not even a lot of detail. What am I talking about? I had to smack myself for saying that. What detail? No, the same. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm tripping. Not me just giving him a robe. He don't be wearing a robe. I don't think I ever see him wear a robe, actually. Is that just. Dang. Now I gotta run it back. Because I could have swore he wore one at least once. Give me that robe back. You the only one at the table not wearing one, partner, because I got mine on. So. He still would look cool with his like sticks and bones. He still would look very cool though with his regular all black uniform on. What happened here? Because the way that I drew the arm back here, I see. Let's see. Yep. Because originally I was going to put me here grabbing the food and then bringing it to the table. And I'm like, nope. You better get your own. No, I'm kidding. Everybody has their own. They ordered it. They'd be like, oh, can we just order a bigger? Oh, it looked like not look, but it sounded like my phone had buzzed again. And I'm like, oh, now for real, it's dying. Because don't nobody hit me up after 9. Respectfully. Respectfully. No, but yeah, everybody gets their own chicken box. Everybody enjoys said chicken box. And they're like, yo, we got to come back to Baltimore more often for the food, the music, the dancing. I almost wanted to do a dancing one too. And then I was like, I don't feel like drawing all of those. I know. Feel like, a world where you can feel like and it matters. Not right now. That does not matter. I just got to do it. So, but then I thought, food is better because there is, what was it? It was an Avatar, Last Airbender poster design that I had seen. And I was just so in love with it. Like I was like, shut up and take my money if I had. And I realized, I was like, dang, you know what? I'm an artist. I can design a poster like that, but not like better or anything. Like I'd be joking when I'm like, but better. Like, it's not about that. It's about in my own style. That's the only way it can be better in my eyes. And that doesn't make it better, it just makes it in my own style. Because respectfully, everybody's got a dope ass style. Everybody's different. That's what I love. Go be different. Don't be following nobody unless you're trying to be better than what you think you can be without knowing their information. But like, leave all that following stuff online. Like, go be you. Go be you. I was trying to make his knee bend a little bit, but truth be told, you'll be able to see that from how I design this, and I'll have to move his foot back. Not the Samurai Jack foot. Not the Tetris foot. Where does heel go? What happened there? Where does heel go? I know this is just like mapping it out, but dang, he not a slew foot, but a there's a Dr. Seuss character that's like a play on slew, like for Slewfoot. And let me tell you that, oh, that's what that made me think of. All right. Boop-a-doo. I did say we were wrapping it up. We were just gonna map this out and then wrap it up. All right. Before my phone's like, no, for real, I'm done skis. All right, well, fine. I didn't like this dude so much. Like, I truly appreciated him after hearing his story. Like, I think that's a well-written character. Not just any one of those characters in shows where, you know, they be doing something outlandish for most of the show. And then in the last season, last maybe 3-4 episodes, they'd be like, nah, but see, this is why they were doing all of that in the first place. Cut them some slack. I will cut them off. What are you talking about? Like, keep that over there, okay? Don't be bringing me a bunch of villains and then humanizing them. Like, maybe my villain just wants to be a villain, okay? Maybe my character just wants to be an a-hole to everybody, and that's just who they are. We found that out with Roy Mustang. Now, granted, did they told us a little bit more about his backstory? They were like, yeah, bing bong boom. And then I was like, okay, but that doesn't explain why he be acting the way that he be acting from time to time. And I think he got humbled more so. Which I'm fine with either way, because there wasn't an excuse really of why he is an a-hole. Like, we learned more about his story, but that didn't explain why he be acting the way that he does. I like that. I'm not gonna lie, I like that. Even if you explain a person's backstory, it should not just default them as, oh, that's why they became a villain. Like, I think that takes, truthfully, if I see that in the show, or like I don't know why I did that in front of his face, it would be behind his face. If I saw that in like and you know what, we're gonna have to turn his head so he's saying like a huh, because I'm yelling at him. First off, hand. Yeah, let's just make it a little kid's hand. There we go. Yep, AI kid's hand. It's a donkey now. It's a giraffe. We're gonna have to turn his jawline that way to where his face is more this way and his bangs are more this way. And that's just so we can get the point across that, yeah, he's getting his chicken, but he's also like, oh, why are his eyes so big? Like, huh? Nah, he definitely looks like he's yelling. It's this. Yeah. Yeah, and they better be spicy too. They better be all, I don't know, I want to claim them. I want to claim them. What y'all think these characters about to be eating? Drums or flats? Like, we already went over everybody else at the table. Drums, Mitsuri. Flats, Rengoku. Drums, me. Flats, Guillaume. What is Morichiro eating? I'm claiming him. He's eating drums. I know for a fact this man eating drums because he cool like that. Is his hair shaped like that? No, but it is because he's cool like that. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for just letting me get away with this part. I'm like, is his hair shaped like that? It is today. It is today. And I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to wrap up like it's BET Uncut on commercial trying to save y'all lives. Well, some of y'all know, but the way you look at it, it's none of my business though. Yes. So what I envision for this, and that I have one canvas that's still like this long. And now I'm trying to think like, dang, what if I did do this on canvas directly? Then I wouldn't have to transfer it from paper to digital canvas. I could just paint it like I did uni. Then you guys would never, you wouldn't see it in color until Christmas. So let's be real. But it would give me time to really crank out a lot of things. No, we're supposed to be doing, hold on. Focus. This is supposed to be done by the time I had to see this movie. And I believe this movie comes out before Him comes out. Because I think Him is on the 19th. I really want to see that movie too. That one's going to be fire with Marlon Wayans and Monkey Paw Productions. But this isn't an ad. I need to finish this so that way I can watch the movie in confidence and cry if any of my other characters are hurt or whatnot. Oh, and I still got to add one more character. I realized that because he probably would be sitting here. Nah. I'm going to add him in. Oh, but you know what? He actually might because it's not like he doesn't love the group, but he got his 3 wives, so they gonna need a spot too. Dang. But yeah, I would probably I still gotta add Tengen to this, unless Tengen is this arm. That would be funny. It'd be very silly, very stupid. Just like, but accurate? Yeah. All right, let me chill. Because it is his right hand. But no, I will, I'm going to take this and make a digital form of it. I'm excited. Not me bumping this and also wiggling that. That's what we do here, though. So thank you guys for being here. This is going to be Morichiro. That's why I have regular 2 HB. I kept wanting to say 2B, and I'm like, no, it's HB. Morichiro. Yep. So yeah, Morichiro reaching into this. I keep wanting to say hip hop fish and chicken, but it's not. It's just a generic spot, the stop, the shop, so and so's deli, so and so's corner store, convenience, You know, it's one of those. He's grabbing his box chicken. You know what? He probably needs to get a drink. Um, it is what it is. So he got his chicken. He's about to, like, he's slightly turning his head. I know he looks pissed off, but he's more so, he looked more like his brother. He's turning his head and he's looking at me as I'm yelling, like, hey, grab me some ketchup and don't forget your drink. And they're fist bumping it like, yeah, this is delicious. This is so tasty. Oishi desu. And then Guillaume's like, y'all are crunching this chicken, but it's so small. So we're going to have to, you know, put a bigger box. I don't know, because that'll be in front of, it'll be in front of my box, but it's fine. We'll put a bigger box here, and then we'll put like my box in the back. We got all of our fits as Hashira, and then we are going to add Tengen. I don't want to just throw them off into the side, you know what I mean? I wouldn't mind adding him and his wives in the forefront and then having us in the back. Even though we are supposed to be like the main four, but Rengoku is not even one of my top four. I think I wanted to see more of him. That's the only thing I can think of. It's like, dang, I really did want to see more of him. I don't fully miss him, but that's why I wanted to see more of him, because I only saw like a little skosh of him. A little skosh. At least Rengoku, we get, I mean, not Rengoku, at least Tengen we still got. So let me do the respectable closeout and have y'all look at me in the face. Not at my legs, though. There we go. There we go. Am I in the section that I need to be? Oh, don't clip my legs because my shorts were way too high. Oh. Can't see front cake. Hold on a second. Is that, there we go. Ah, there we go. It lagged a little bit on there. I just wanted to make sure I was looking you in the eyes. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for rocking out with me. I am excited about this plan, and to execute it, we are absolutely going the cute, bubbly, pink, blue, and our regular characters color for this poster design. I think, nope, it just switched just that quick. I had a change of heart. I don't want to do it the pink and blue because all these poster designs that are like really cute and really bubbly and like main characters in a whole different scene have that same type of shade. So I'm going to go completely different. I already know the way that I'm going to go with it, and I'm going to keep it as a surprise, but just know it's all over Instagram. The color scales that I'm going to use are the same color scales that I use for my brand. So I'm going to use those, but not in a selling this poster type of brand way, just like a, no, those are good colors. And I think they'll work for these characters and the scene. They're going to work. They're going to work. So I'm excited about this. I do plan on getting this to you guys before I watch the Demon Slayer movie. So even if it comes out, I probably won't see it on opening night or the one night that it's supposed to be in theaters. Let me be quite frank with you. I don't plan on going to the theaters. So, and that's all I'll say. But, but we are going to get this done, and then I will watch the movie. So I will have an upload of this digitally for you guys. I'm not going to do the canvas print because that will take longer, and I still owe you the xenomorph. So give me some time on this. I have a digital video coming up for you guys anyway. I just didn't want to rush it for tonight and then give you guys like a 2 to 7 minute clip like She doesn't care about us anymore. She hit 100 subscribers and said, fuck it, she won. And I'm like, no, it's not like that at all. It's not. I told y'all I needed a break. So I took it. And you should too. Don't let nobody pressure you into not taking time for yourself when you need to. Let me sit up straight like I don't got a 30-year-old back now. Let's go. You know, 30-year-old titties. I shouldn't hit my chest that way. Ooh. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for vibing with me. Thank you for enjoying my eyebrows, all of them. And thank you for being you, because all the differences that make up you make up this world. Okay? I don't just say that just to throw out a quote. I really mean it. Everybody on this planet is that much different to where it makes the world that much grander. And because you are the way that you are, nobody can be you. I'm not saying anything new. I'm just reminding you of how awesome you are. So remember, there is an art to everything that you do and everything that you are. Everything. Go out and be your best self. Whatever that may look like today, go out and be your best self. Okay? I believe in you and I know you can. As I grow, you grow. I'm just saying. As you grow, I grow. I'm just saying, it's the way life works. It's the way the world works. What you put out, you put in. What goes around comes around. Push, pull, alchemy. It's all the same, baby. It's all the same. So I won't talk your ear off anymore. Have a good night. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. And just have a great life. Be you. You matter. You know you do. Don't let nobody tell you different. And let me go. I'm trying not to show my thighs. That's what it is.